Hello friends and welcome to the Figure Central. Today we're going to be continuing unboxing the second Hoshikawa action figure. They made two of them. This one is the red hair version. Let's get to it. This box is actually slightly smaller than this one. It's not as thick. The other one was a lot thicker. And the instructions, and we have a total of 3 additional faces, so 4 including the body, so 6 pairs of hands including the one on the body, and a stand just like the previous one. Okay, so some extra eyeballs and some joints. And the hands on this are very similar as far as plastic goes, like the Hasuki, so very soft. There is no need to use any kind of heating to get them to fit on the figure itself. So always a plus. And you get 2 of these. And this extra neck piece to allow the figure to tilt her head back. All right, now let's look at the figure. And I have the original one here, or the one that I reviewed last week, so we can have a good comparison. But pretty much it looks identical. The difference is her hair is red. And on this section here, it's just skin. Well, on this one, they're like pants. But as far as the rest of the design, this is the same, this is the same. So not much of a difference. This does not come with a hat or the broomstick or the little wand. So you get less with this. Biggest thing is they just decided to have her not wearing any pants and having red hair. And of course, some of the different expressions. But articulation is also the same. The head moves, the neck is stationary, so there's no separation of the neck and the torso with a joint at least. That's the arms right there, the shoulder movement. Higher that way, sideways, that's the limit. Elbow is limited to that right there. They can't go any further than that. And the hands, they have the ball joint in there, and it is limited because of this extra thing that they added. But if you take it off, it does allow you to have more movement on the wrist. So that's kind of something that I did for some of my photos. And as far as the crunch, that's the limit there moving forward, very limited. Backwards, there's a little more there. But yeah, there's only separation of the upper torso and then the abs. Once you get to the hips, it just goes into the legs. There is no separation of the hips and the ab section. And that's the limitation moving forward. Limitation moving back. Sideways, almost a full split. And the way that they made the joints on this, they kind of can pop out a little bit, so you can tuck them back in if you need to. And then this can rotate. The knees, that is the limitation right there because of this design that they added here. But without it, it would bend further back. Ankles, just a ball joint ankle. Can turn and have some angle movement as well. As far as the tension is fine. This feels pretty good on it. And just like the other one, the figure is able to stand on its own. And here's a quick size comparison. So on the far left, we have the Manatee Industries. Then we have a Sukiyo here. And then we have Tunchi Studio and Snail Shell. All right, and here's another one next to Figure Arts on the far right, NECA and Marvel Legends and McFarlane. So their sizing is still up there. It's not super short, but also not super tall. So they're right in the middle, I would say. Alrighty, friends. So what are my final thoughts on this Hoshikawa Neco action figure? Like I mentioned earlier in the video, this is pretty much an identical, like they released 2 of these. So this one is obviously the red-haired version, but it's the exact same figure. The articulation is exactly the same. The tension is exactly the same. They even have very similar accessories. So this one comes with 3 additional faces that are different on the expressions, 6 pairs of hands, the exact same stand. The difference is going to be on this one. You do not get the hat, you don't get the broomstick, you don't get the wings, and you don't get the extra staff that this turns into like a little lantern. But outside of that, everything else is the same. Obviously, the paint job is different from the hips down on this one as well. But overall, it's the same figure. The price is different. So this one is cheaper. This one's 48, and the deluxe one is 58, if I'm not mistaken. So that difference in price helps, especially if you don't really care about those extras that I just mentioned. You can still have the figure if you like the design of it without having to pay all that extra money. But opportunities are still the same as well. The neck being separated from the torso, if they added a joint, that'd be great, instead of having to swap out necks so that her head can tilt back. And of course, if the hips and the abs were separated, that would help as well. And lastly, if they gave it moving eyes instead of just those fixed eyes, that would be great. And of course, also when it comes to the articulation, this extra piece here and the ones on the wrists do limit movement, so this can't fully bend the knee and the wrist can't fully move if you keep those pieces there, but at least you can remove them here. This is just kind of stuck there. I'll leave a link in the description and at the end of the video if you're interested in picking those up. As always, thank you so much for supporting my channel. If you enjoy the content that I'm making, please like, comment, or share. Perhaps hit the subscription notification bell. And I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Take care of yourselves out there, and bye-bye.